do one more song, then I'm gonna let Mark do a couple. This is a great old time song. I love listening to this guy play. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have him guest on our show sometime.
I'm looking forward to that.
You got your
Gonna get Doug in there next week, I hope. He's gonna come next week. Check with your wife.
You got your E harmonica?
No, I don't.
Or your eight?
We'll try
okay.
that.
All right, we'll try it. This is a song I wrote called Wolfman Blues. It's on my first album. I have a couple CDs over there. They told me I better bring some in case. This is it's a love song kind of. Tell me why. I went down to the roadhouse. I was feeling so distressed. Met a pretty woman there. She was wearing a yellow dress. And I said, hey there, pretty baby, don't you know who I am? I am a big bad wolf man. Yeah, I'm 6 days on the lam. She said, what you running from, Long Chin? I said, call it gravity. I was walking through this meadow once, and I sat under an apple tree. Something struck me from above. You can call that coincidence. I started seeing stars and moons, and I've been running ever since. She said, ooh boy, don't that beat you all? You know the same thing happened to me. But I'm older and I'm wiser now. I don't sit under apple trees. I don't talk to wolfmen either. So why don't you go take a hike? That I bolted out the door and I hit it down the pipe. Oh yeah, Bob. About 20 miles later, I met this gypsy man. He was wearing a red bandana and had a sickle in his hand. He said, son, will you help me pull my wagon? I said, sure, if you feed me first. So he made me a gypsy sandwich out of licorice and liverwurst. I started seeing visions. I started dreaming dreams. I started pulling this wagon over rocks and over streams. When the moon finally appeared, I was affected by its colors. You know, it was really weird. I grew a beard and my feet turned into paws. Scared the hell out of that gypsy. He gave me the evil eye. He said, I got a silver bullet with your name on it, boy, and now you're gonna die. And I said, ooh, please, Mr. Gypsy Man, why don't you just let me go? You know it ain't no sin to take off your skin or to dance around in your bones. Just in that roadhouse, woman appeared and she says, hey, he belongs to me. I could give a fig about Sir Isaac. I could care less about gravity, but I've been howling ever since he left. So I come to take him home. Oh, a girl like me and a wolf like him, we should not have to howl alone. The more I love this story, the more I love this song, You really need a moral to tell you what's right from wrong. You should not be too hasty in dismissing harried men. Oh, and if you are a gypsy, you should not shoot at man's best friend. Not the wolf man, baby. Don't shoot at the wolf man. Not the wolf man. My good friend Mark Simpson, I want to thank you for your hospitality and keeping live music alive. All right, thanks very much.